chat. I see the CF and Crow Girl already in the chat. Thank you for guys being here. Yes, chasing within the twin flames. And where did the chasing begins? The uh, don't know. It's once in a while my internet drops down. I don't know why, but Mercury is retrograde and still goes on. So something happens, you guys already aware of it. Thanks for being here, by the way. Here we're going to discussing why. I want you to get this part. Why you do not have to chase. Okay. I mean, chasing, all right, within the twin flames is ugly as a running. Okay. I mean, I will go a deep from within you guys so we can get into the chase and what the chase is. Okay. Chase is when you codependent of something. All right. You want to have it back. Uh, Chasing can lead you to obsession. Okay. I'm going to go through what obsession is. All right. And I'm going to go with you what codependency is. And then we are both all going to have some a chit chat and a questions. Maybe some of you is going to share your stories of chasing. But usually, chasing begins in a young age when uh, the little kid chasing attentions from mom, the little kid that wants something and gets it. And that is development time of they know that they're going to get it. And that is the only way you're going to get what you want. All right, that's what chasing is. All right. First of all, let's go dive within the words. What do they mean? Okay, I pulled them out for you guys, so you guys can watch the video later on and write it now for you. Okay, what is the chase? Is pursue in order to catch. That's what comes in first. What do you want to catch? You catching something that wants to run away from you. That's mean you're liking independence. Okay. You want to catch something that runs. But as they continue to run, you will continue to chase. And there's going to be a never ending story. And within the chasing, specifically your twin flame, that at some point you understand it doesn't work. Okay. You have to leave your twin flame, your soulmate, or soulmate with higher positions, however you want to put into it. Okay, you have to let him run. They have no place to run. You can't run in a universe. All right. I mean, you can go ahead and hide whatever you hide, whatever it's inside of your soul. I mean, you can hide in the if you want to go to the South Pole to the North Pole when there is nobody that lives around. And guess what? You can't run away of what is in your soul. You understand this position. Let the soul talk into them. Okay, guys, let the soul talk into them. Was a chaser for 9 months. Find your videos in 2017. Saved my life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're welcome, Crow Girl. Yeah, back then I did. I did a good videos. They were my kind of like the first videos and the Twin Flames, but they were made out of the pure time of the beginning of the awakening process. They were not that deeper, and now they're begin to be a more and more deeper. Crow Girl, I love that you followed me back then. Because back then I worked with a lot of people who were chasers, but the same thing is runners. During that time, I remember back in 2017, there was a lot of people who come to me, and some of the people came in to me is like, why there was no information about this before, and it made me sad. Okay, it made me sad because we could have done the things better. The thing could have been us for us better. We came to this world unknown things, and now we have to relearn everything. You have to pull the informations out, and we had to work together as a community. Now with this new cycle, we're building new community. Okay, we're building a new communities that we really have to step it up. Okay, we really have to step it up of getting the things done. Okay, you guys have an idea what I'm trying to say. Stuff. Okay, that's the word in English that sometimes we use for combined with two words. You guys know what I'm talking about. Okay. The other thing about Chase is try to contact with someone to obtain something owed or required. Here it comes in. You believe in inside of yourself that your twin flame owe you or they're required to. Okay. I mean, if that is about let's say a business contract or money involved in a business, yeah, that can come to that point. But if it comes to your feelings, you owe me, you have to get into me, I give you love, you don't give me the love back, you blah 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 blah, that's chasing. Okay, and gets ugly. All right, it gets ugly. And if that gets ugly, and if its business gets ugly, that's what goes on. All right. The other thing about chasing kids, make further investigation on unresolved matter. Yeah. Here is what you don't understand, that when the runner runs away, they just run away and they's like, bye bye. This cannot continue like this. And it's unresolved matter. Okay. And now you're chasing your twin flame, and you're chasing them, and you want to resolve what is this all about, what is all these things is. And guess what? They have unresolved issues, and now you're chasing them, try to resolve them of something they cannot resolve by now within themselves. Now you prevent them to solve their own issues. Okay, you prevent them for this unresolved matter that needs to be solved. They have to solve their matter for it. That's what they're running for, because they cannot tell you what this unresolved matter is. If they were telling you, it would have been solved, that there will be no running chasing. But guess what? There is. Okay, you're trying to make a further investigation. What did I did wrong? You didn't did anything wrong. Probably it wasn't probably your thing. They maybe run out of fear. Maybe they run out of something else for, and they run out of it. And all of a sudden, when you're chasing, okay, you find yourself as a, I see it right now, Crow Girl wrote it, codependent. You become a codependent. Okay, codependent from a very young age. This knowledge has changed my life. Ready to help others. Ready to help others. Been there, done that. There you go, Crow Girl. Go out, help others. Okay, that's the ripple effect. Okay, that is the ripple effect that this new cycle has. All right, that is that ripple effect that we were talking about. So what is the codependency, though? A lot of the people think that the codependency is, they misunderstand between the cooperation with codependency. Okay, codependency is when you cannot do something, you have to do it with somebody else. You require this codependency, you require this energy because you cannot do it on your own. Cooperation is when two people coming together. It's like, we cannot fix this on our own, let's coming together. All right, the one way is you chasing someone to help you, and the other one, it's you putting yourself together. All right, in the work relationship, okay, the cooperation is when the couple of people coming together, they make a brainstorming, okay, and they work the things out. Let's fix the issues. All right, that is a cooperation. All right, but the codependency is like one of the boss, he can't figure out things out, and he is like, you know what, go send John or go send this, and we depending on him, he's the guy. and that's it. That's dependency. That's there is no independency in that area. It's like the world ends. So what is a codependency? Hi, Christine. Thank you for being here. Codependency: excessive emotional or physical reliance in partner. So you rely on the partner to give you the emotions. The emotions, they have to be cooperative. They have to be 50-50. The one goes to the other, and goes on and on and on. Okay. Or a physical reliance on partner. Physical reliance, that is the provider or the wife to cook. They do something that you can't do. All right. Within the twin flames, this thing, it's ciao bambino, Italian. Okay. Um, yeah, that's a little funny, bambino. Okay. They called me Italiano, el capellino. Okay, the guy, the boy with the cap. That's what they called me, because they couldn't pronounce in Italian my name. It's like, hey, God, come here. Yeah. Thanks, Christine. Little sidetrack off, but I found it funny. Um, the other thing here is want provides the support of other, instead of they both to have the support for each other. Okay, it's not we, it's I need support of other. Okay, that it's coming in from the ego, and it's also count for some kind of illness or an addiction. All right, that's what codependency is, because they are addicted to that person, or they are addicted to something, or they're sometimes the people who are physically ill, they're depending on someone. That is a total different codependency of we are talking about. All right, someone who is uh, ill, at some point you have to tell them that they have to figure out other things on the way out by themselves, because otherwise they cannot do the things they need to do. Okay, they have to move on with their life, with the things. Here is that within a chase. Okay, within a chasing, we get into the worst case scenarios, and those worst case scenarios is when the chase, it's turned and evolved into obsession. Okay, the obsessive state of chasing, okay, eventually will lead into this breakdown. Eventually, you won't be. There's going to be no possibility to chase. Okay, but what obsession is? Okay, it comes from the word obsess with one S, and then is another word where it's obsess with double S. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the both words. Okay, obsess with one S. There is a hostage, security, absorb, take attention. So you go over there as the obsession because you want to have that person for your own thing. A lot of the time when the people are chasing, it's like I'm asking, what do you want to chase him for? Well, I want him to live with me. I want him to provide for me. I want her to be with me. I love her. I can't be without her. I feel like I can't live without her. That come from the codependency, but come to a point that some of the obsession and the chase end up with a police order not to go protest. That was a order of protection not to go near them or their houses or their properties or wherever this obsession leads to. Okay, you want to chase the person, but that yeah, Crow. Yeah, I was gonna go there little by little, but you are in the right length in there. Crow Girl, that leads to the Dark Knight. So yes, because there is no more. Okay, um, you lose the lack of security. Okay, because you don't have this attention to it. Okay, you don't have this for it, And the other thing it is that obsess leads you to one internal pledge from within you, because that's the word for obsess is you pledge that I'm going to have them. I'm going to do everything that it needs to be done to have this person. Or that turns into obsession. Okay. Now, obsess with double S, okay, is preoccupied to fill the mind into a troubling extent. I mean, this is like the next a level is that everything about this person is in your mind 24/7. You preoccupy yourself into a really troubling extent. And what I'm talking about, the troubling extent is within the twin flames, that troubling extent, sometimes it gets to a point that you don't know where you are and what are you doing, and you're really obsessed of thinking and feeling them and be with them instead of being go be with them, share, exchange the energy, grow the love from within. Okay. And that obsession, when you look at it deep from within, it doesn't help you. You don't pay attention to what's going on around you. You don't look at the things around you. That obsession is really do things for you that they're not proper. Okay, you're kind of like everybody's looking at you like, what the heck is with you? Okay, um, and you're constantly either talking about this or working about this. You're constantly getting into this. All right. But there is another words of the obsession. What that leads to. That leads to a consume, and you want to consume that things with your twin flame. Consume is I'm going to eat it, I'm going to take it, I'm going to be with. Instead of, if you take a look, is you want to be kind of like evolve with your twin. The idea is to evolve with your twin and not to consume. Take over. What do you mean take over? Is like you want to take your twin flame over, put them in your control, so that way you're going to control them. You're going to do what the hell you're doing. Okay? You want to satisfy something in your mind, your picture of your mind, because of the obsession is like what they're going to do. They're running away from you. You don't freaking chase. I mean, you stop chasing right on the spot. Okay, because chase it leads you to obsession. That's it. It leads you to obsession. If you're the runner who runs away, figure out your crap, and then comes back to the person and is like, you know what? Sorry, I was running. That is the only way that works. Okay. Um, grip. If you guys don't know what the grip is, I'll grip my cup. I'm holding it tight, taking a grip for it, and I'm not letting go of that cup. You gotta kill me to get that cup out of it. That's how I got a grip on it. Okay. Um, and the grip that you going on over your twin flame, you probably go to this extended event of uh, look what they're doing online, chase them on the phone, look at after them, and all blah blah and all blah blah and so on. You spied into it. We're all guilty on this. Okay, including me. Okay, don't say you hadn't been guilty on that, because some of you, chasers, when they come to me, that's like, what can I do to get my twin flame back? Work on yourself. I always send you back to yourself. Work on yourself. See what you did. Maybe you did something so they can cause them to run. All right. Or usually the runner runs from their fears of being with you, fear that you may find something they were hiding. Usually that's what happens. The runner runs away out of a fear, some kind of fear. We already talked about the fears. Okay. And the last thing that this chase is about you to gain the control. You to gain the control over your twin flame so they will not run from you. Okay. It's like the little kid wants to chase his mother so the mother cannot run away. and the kid stops crying when mother hugs him. So he's satisfied. Well, guess what? This is codependency. It's a toxic relationship. You need to understand that sometimes, even as a mother, your job with your kids is to make them independent. Because when they are still codependent in life, they will codependent on everyone. But if you make them independent, they're going to become their self leaders from within. And with this indulgence that we have in it right now as a toxic, we have this situations within chasing. All right, you need to stop chasing your twin. When you continue chasing their twin, you energetically, if you're chasing your twin, you don't give them a chance to look at it on their bullshit and their crap while they're running. Okay, you might tell them it's like, hey, you're running because this, and this, but you know what? I'm not like this, and this. Okay, go do what you want to do. Go fuck yourself. You have to know. I'm sorry about the words, but that's how it is. At some point, it comes to this point because it has to break that pattern of love. That's what the power of the separation is. Okay, if you understand the process, you stop chasing. You're like, I give you everything. And you want to run from everything? Okay, well, go run from everything. Go fix something because you definitely don't want everything I give you. You definitely don't want the gifts that comes with it. You definitely don't want that love. That's something you're scared of, something you're not done. You okay, fine, just go run. I know a lot of you that were chaser, you're getting all these aggravations, and I know how that feels. Some of you, I know your charts as a chasers. You have a very strong Mars. Yeah, I know that. You uh, as a runner, you have to look from within, see what you need to do, what causing you that to run. But you, as a person who trying to chasing something that runs away from you, you also have to understand is it not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you because it's gonna run you to the ground. You will drive yourself nuts. You want to drive yourself crazy about this chasing. Okay, that's why during this separation, okay, the one person is going to fix their stuff, going to look up to God, and the other is going to be like, hey, here's your baby, deal with it. But the same thing, you as a chaser, you you go connect with God and let the runners do its things. But there is a understanding with that process. Okay. Oh, but the runner talked to a third party, and the third party told him that you know what, if you still have feelings or they trying to see the things out. No, love is love. You can't demand love. Demanding love, it's like the runner when it turns to chaser, it's now demanding attention. You will do the same things, okay, for it. So when it's happening within the soul, is you understand this process, and you're like, you know what, I don't chase. And everybody's like, what do you mean? It's like you want to tell me you don't love me. No, I understand by chasing you, I create something that is not normal, that is not properly. You don't have to chase love. Love is choosing you. The mutual love choosing both of us. I don't have to go chase you to demand the love. I don't want to ask for the love. I don't want to beg for the love. You either give it to me freely or don't give it to me at all. But that is your problem. But I am not going to chase this because I'm going to be turn myself to codependent, obsessive person who's going to be have nothing but a nightmares, and I'm going to be not doing the right things in my life. So that way, when you understand that chasing is not healthy for you, I mean, it's not healthy for your energy. It's not healthy for your emotions. It's not healthy for your heart. It's not healthy for your soul. And guess what? You're staying away from your purpose as a twin flame. You put a one big X on that chasing, you toss it out there in the garbage, and you don't. All right, let's see what's going on. Easy to say 5 years later, it was brutal all the time. It was brutal. Oh, God. But the Dark Knight of the Soul has its purpose, okay? Some of the chasers, they have to, here's the thing, the runner goes after everything, and they may go to the Dark Knight of the Soul. Some of the chasers, but have this tendencies like that runner, let them go away. God's gonna show you. Maybe they will go to the Dark Knight of the Soul, and they're gonna fix everything. Oh, that you don't have to think about that part. That is the relationship between God and them. If a day comes in and says like, I don't care about God. God, let God judge me. Well, great. I leave it up to God, and you just let yourself in a neutral point. Neutral point to look within, from within you. Cool girl. Yes, you speak the truth. The best thing that happened was Dark Knight of the Soul. Yeah, we all got in there because of this. Okay, but don't chase anymore. You need to understand you could have learned in a good way about the chasing if you understood the chasing early in the beginning. All right. But if you didn't understand the chasing, guess what? You begin to chase, and you go into and you end up to this positions for. All right. So you guys have some any questions? I think I give you a good kind of like rundown pretty quick with this. So if you're in an obsession, get yourself out of this obsession is by figure out that that doesn't have any purpose from within you. Okay, don't worry about the runner. The runner has to worry about his things that he has to worry about it. They run from love, not you. Okay, they maybe have reason, problems, unsolved situations, or whatever is the case. All right. If you came to the codependency stage, all right, take a look why you are codependent. Because everything is from within you, and God, the universe, give you everything that you need. All right. You have to look at this codependency and turn it to cooperation. All right. That is the one thing I want to give you. And don't worry about if you broke your contacts. The contacts will come back when everything's going to be come back with your twin flame or soulmate with higher purpose, however you want to think about it. Okay. That will comes in when it's supposed to comes in. It's divine time. And you, as a chaser or chasing, you need to understand. I mean, divine time is divine time. You can't do anything before the downtime, the divine time. If you somebody out there tells you, let's do this meditation for manifestation, we're gonna speed it up the divine time, and I'll help you out. And you are like, okay, I'll do it because you're desperation. And guess what? End up figuring it out. The divine time is divine time. Okay. So guys, if you have some any more questions and you guys want to have some good chit chat and kind of like sharing things here, you're more than welcome because that's what I kind of like prepare pretty quick for you. I felt that this is a good topic to be talked about it, good topic to be understood about it, and um, that's what I have for you. All right. Uh, what else is here? Can't stop the chase without the can't stop the chase without the let go. Um, Here's the thing. Very good CF. There is a few people I like that when they do high quality questions leads to high quality answers. Okay, so here is the your question. Can't stop the chase without the let go. Okay, but what is the key word for you to let go, CF? What do you let go of, and why you cannot stop chase? So, if you think and you attach to let go of what could have been and attach to this codependency, you really have to let it go. But if you're understanding chasing and you don't let it go to the connection, but just let it go of the chase process, okay, you will begin to entering the stage of illumination. Okay, that stage of illumination that it's after the separation that comes in, that is going to give you uh, the proper evolution from within. You get illuminated. Oh, I don't have to chase. Because guess what? If I don't chase, they will stop running. How beautiful is that? I can look at it in me. I have that love. I got the power of the things, the energies from within. And now you didn't let it go of the stuff, but you let it go of the toxic part, of the part that doesn't need it from within the connection. My dependency on the love she gave. Yeah, that dependency of the love, okay? That's what, when you have to turn that love to self love. That is the moment when the mother has to teach its kids on self love, okay? So instead of the depending of the mom and all the time be next to it, they grab her for her legs or asking, you seen those kids that they demanding this attention from mom, from the mother, and the mother can cook and go on a computer, can do this, can do that, and because of the mother's love, right? We're not talking about mother's love in here. We're talking about something that's developed within this relationship. All right. But if you get the kid and tell him, listen, why just not go ahead and play with the toys? I need to cook. Be a little more self independent. You can do that. Please do it for me. Now, the mother teach the kid to be independent. The mother does his job. And now, when you grow up as from this, you get that self love from within because now you love what you did, what your mom told you to play with it. You play with probably toys or you play with certain things with it. Okay. So now you have to understand that this dependency of love, you converting it to a self love. And that's why it's the hardest part is with some of the twins when I asked them the one question, do you love yourself? I guess what the answer is 99% of the time. No. Why? Why you don't love yourself? Oh, you're codependent. Oh, because of connections to mother. Lee was here. It's like, oh, you get it now, right? Um, and that's what this situation is. By the way, just giving you a heads up, I had someone that wrote me a message on YouTube here, and I sent her to Lee, and she sent thanks and everything that she got in touch base with Lee, and she's right now working with him. So, which is good. We given us some kind of fruits here in this chat room. All right. And that self-love, CF, if you work that out and you getting into it, now that love that it's within you, when your twin flame comes in, okay, you not going to be have this toxic relationship of demanding love. You're going to give, and that is a self-love. That is love that comes from within. Your cup is full. Now you can kind of like exchange with your twin, because the way you love yourself, you love them. Okay? And their job as a runner is to go fix their cup of love. All right? Their job, not yours. You can point them the way by pushing the buttons, but you go and tell them, just do your thing. Don't come back to me if you're not coming here with 50-50 exchange. No, I don't like breadcrumbings. I don't want to be, kind of like asking for your attentions, you to give me your attentions, or you to do this and this. This is codependency. All right. Out of love and respect, I can give you some time to figure things out. But if you don't cooperate with me, then there's going to be a problem. And that's what one of the problems comes in. All right. Hi, Margaret. Good morning. Thanks for being here. And the self-love is very powerful. You need to understand. Self-love leads to the divine love. Okay. Because you have a love to yourself, you accept as who you are. I mean, if you guys haven't watched the video, go ahead and watch it. It's called the Mirror Challenge. You got yourself in the front of the mirror, you take everything off, and you love your physical appearance. Look at yourself in the heart. Do you love yourself? Okay? Do you love yourself? I mean, if you don't love parts of yourself, that's what you have to love. Look at yourself in the heart. You love your good heart that beats here. Okay? Look at that. It's you. Look at your inner child from within. It's you. Okay? Look at your soul. You love yourself as a soul, right? Why you have negative things? Oh, because somebody run away from you and they don't know how to love you. That's what this is. So you don't run after them. Okay? If somebody comes in and they say, well, I'm going to make a teatro so I can run away and you have to chase me because that way you're going to prove me that you love me. Well, they are in control. That shit doesn't work. Okay? That is I don't know, toxic behavior, control, relationship problems for it, or twisted psychology of understanding things. All right? So, uh, what else? I wanted to talk to you about. Yeah, I'd love the mirror challenge. Go ahead, find it, the video. It's on the YouTube. It's on my channel, and you guys can see it there. Okay. God. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes we chase hard if you forget to take care of ourselves. You know how many people come to me as a twin flame, and I mean, those are, I don't know, if someday I'm going to write those stories in the book, I think that should become like a holy book, because people have so much love, compassion, and pain, and everything in there to be respected. I had a lot of people that come to me, it's like, Dio, please explain it to me, what happened to me. I chasing my twin and I lost my job, I lost my income, I lost my house, I lost this and I lost that. And it's like all this comes in, it's that obsession of chasing. And yes, when we chase, we forget ourselves. and we're going down the hill. We are going down the pitfall that it's a big giant hole that some people can get out of there. Okay, and that makes them to run faster. Nobody wants to come with you if you have no job, you're not stable, doesn't matter energetically or physically or psychology, psyche, something is not. They're actually gonna run fast. Okay, I mean run. Okay, it's like a horse is out of the stable. You just look at them and they're gone. Uh, yes, chasing takes a lot of energy. It takes your energy of the day. I mean, imagine if you're a male and you have two kids that you need to care of, and you're chasing a woman, and then it's like, what should I do? What should I get? What's going on? What is this? What is that? When I understood that chasing it was bad, so guess what? I am a daddy. I back home. I have two kids. I go, I take a shower, I come out, and it's like, okay, girls, what do you want to eat? I'll cook for you. They say, what are they going to eat? And I'm just getting to the kitchen and I cook, I make a dinner, I do this, I do that, and I do the laundry at the same time. Laundry for three people. And go ahead and clean up the kitchen and make a dinner. We all eat, and then I'll do my twin flame stuff. Okay, I go and do my videos and do stuff for it. But I understood back then that the chasing was like you come back home and you're only thinking about this person and tell the kids, you know what, here's the money, go get yourself a McDonald's or get this. And can't thinking about this right now. I'm preoccupied. I have a headache. I want to lay down. I want to sleep and I'm exhausted. Guess what? Because all your energy that you have, you give it to your twin. And they're happy. They have the energy, they have the love, and they feel good. They don't even know why they feel good, right? They're okay. And guess what? Your battery is low. You can look at the things and there is no energy for yourself. So yeah, the chasing, it's got very bad toxic behaviors on this. Okay, if the runner comes to you and I say, well, listen, this and this, okay, if they say, whatever happens, let's talk, I will have an honest talk with you and things like this, they've been doing some work and they're going to tell you the things and you're going to tell, well, I'm proud of it, what work it is. If that is the work that was the requirement, you will know the energy exchanges will work. But if the inner work was not done, you will felt within both. Okay, so there's got to be some more inner work to be done with the chaser or the runner or during the separations for to it. Okay, but it's the talk, that energy of within. All right. Any more questions? There's a 23 people. We only have like 2 people, 3 people in chat. There's gotta be some more questions here. Let's see if somebody's gonna break their shell and come out of the shadow and say this. Okay. All I see is a CF Crow Girl and a Christine. CF, the emotional pain can be great, then no matter what we look, the clouds always block out the sun. The light is truly within. It can be hard to find in those moments. Yes, the light's going to be very hard to find in those moments. I mean, you're going to the deepest shadows from within, unhealed shadows, or you're going into the unknown where it's dark to explore the new things from within you. The new power of this is when you're walking into the unknown. That is the part of your subconscious knows the whole journey. Okay, every one of you knows the whole journey of the twin flames. There's only one problem though. You have a fear of the unknown. To walk in within your unknown from within, to shine the light on those things from within, to look at it deeply from within you. What did you feel? How did you felt? What was the energy? What was the situations? What was hidden from you? Everything is revealed because everything will happen in front of your eyes. Everything, every moment, you relive every moment. You calculate every moment. It comes in information. And you put that information into the unknown and shine the light on it under this situation. And now everything just kind of like connects the dots from within. And you understand the journey. Okay. But that is a part of the twin flames evolution, to look at it to this unknown. You're not having fear. This is like you're walking into the dark room and you're afraid to turn on the light. But that is your room. Nobody can comes in and eat you there. All right. Shine the light on it. Shine the light from within. And that's what it's this hard moment is, the moment when you overcome your fear and you turn on the light switch, and then just poof, everything becomes more clear. You find some kind of information on the twin flames. You find someone that can help you with the twin flame, with the navigation of the process. And you're like, oh, okay. So guess what? We go back from within, you go looking at from within, you open up that dark room because you already know what possibly is there. You open the door and you just light up the switch, and it's like, now I did my evaluation. Now I did all these parts. Now I understand what's going on. And you illuminate yourself. The illumination state of the twin flame, it is you to come to this point to be illuminated within from within, but also illuminate from within God in itself. I mean, there is no books for this. If you think that you're gonna get the knowledge out of this, the knowledge is hidden from within. Okay? Don't look for the man, because the man, it's hidden. That's what this is. The man make himself because he gotta find the hidden God from within. It's the same with the female. But it's hidden from within. And that's what the codependency is, that we're depending on somebody else to give us the stuff. No. Everything is in you. The runner have to understand that everything is within themselves. Okay? They want to be under control. We don't want to be under control. Okay? And guess what? We tell them we can't control us. We can cooperate, but not control us. If you think you're a boss and I'm the worker, guess what? No. That's it. And they're going to run away. I mean, a lot of the people are afraid when you tell them no. We already talked about this situations. See, I wrote something. The emotional pain can be great, then no matter where we look. Oh yeah, the emotional pain. Yeah, the emotions are the vibes, and within twin flames, the deeper the emotions, yep, the deeper the pain. Okay, the higher you go, and the deeper the emotions are, and the deeper the situations are, this separation is going to hurt more, and it's going to create this pain from within. And that emotional pain is going to help you to evaluate the codependency with self-independence and relationship moves to partnership. Okay, so I mean, there is little magical thing with from within the independence. So, for example, what is the independence within the partnership? Okay, there is a mutual tasks to be done by the couple as a twin flames. Okay, so for example, I will give you, an example. Uh, about the furniture. Okay, and that furniture is from the store and it has to be put together. But you move them out and now the furniture is dusty. Okay, so guess what? You know how to put the furnitures together, but your partner is going to clean up the furniture. Okay, so those are the two independable tasks, but working on the same thing. Okay, that's what this is. Compared to the one says like, you know what? Put the furnitures and I'm gonna go watch my TV. That's the boss job. Get the jobs done, and I'm gonna be in my office, or I'm gonna go get some sleep, or I'm gonna get rest, or wherever. A lot of the males are guilty on this. They come back from home from work and they rest up their feet. They have their beer and they're watching football, and okay. Or some of the females, they come back home and it's just like, you know what? It's my favorite show. I have to watch it on Netflix. Okay, I gotta watch it on the TV. Let's not make commercials for certain companies. And guess what? You're like, what the heck? I gotta make myself eggs again at dinner or something. How about we fix something and then we're gonna watch the show together? But here's the thing that Twin Flames comes in to bring something in a higher level, and we're gonna be evolving. It doesn't matter with or without things. Trying to make some chase, uh, someone chase you isn't good either. The chaser or runner. Yes, you don't make the people chase you. No, you can make people realizing things. You need to understand that during the breakup, it is called separation for realization, not for chasing to running. Okay, and this toxic way of things for it that talk about some of this chasing running situation. It's you let it go to the god. I mean, the final let it go you do is like you have nothing else to do. All you do is like, here's your baby, let him go to God. God's take care of him. It's God's baby. Okay, it's divine baby. It is their relationship with the divine, not yours. CF, accepting separation and being okay with it, because I can't force anyone to love me. That's right. You cannot force anyone to love you, but you cannot also forbid anyone to love you. Okay, allowed me to find the light love within me. That is the first taste of self love. It was very difficult to become aware of. Yeah. Um, that is the moments when you probably see a sitting and all of a sudden, your heart chakra begins to pounding and you feel this love and this light from within and you're like, that is my twin. No. Is the divine? No. But it is. And you look at this energy begins to go more and more and you're like feel like you're on a drug, or your eyes are just begin so happy, like happy for no reason. That's what the love is, happy for no reason, because there is no reason. Okay, it's a self-love, you're loving yourself. Okay, for it, and you feel this self-love and you're like, what the heck happened to it? Then you realize you loved yourself. I mean, you loved what you become. You love this new thing that you are. You feel like this self-love is like healing. Okay, you're not depending on you You begin this powerful energy from within. And 10 is like everybody's looking like, what the hell really happened to you? What did you do with the CF, or what did you do with you? In my case, okay, that's a self-love. I mean, I love myself. I'm like, oh, that's ego. Nope, no, it's not an ego. Nope, nope, not an ego. Nope, that is the self-life of loving myself and healing myself, because the love in me depends on me. I love myself. And when you do this and you love it on it too, so for Margaret, how are you? Thanks for being here. So Dio, can they also awaken after 16 years, realize like what they've done? Does that happen often? Margaret here is at the point of, I spoke about this before, is about how were they raised, how are their basic human behavior will actually transition into the twin flames behavior. Okay, the basic human behavior, if they have no realizations of their actions as a basic human behavior before awakening because of twin flame, they will be lacking the self-realization process as a twin flame. They may be realized after 16 years, or they may be not. That's why they taste that twin flame thing, so they can be fixing their own thing. Okay? That's what this is. Some, they may be realized. Some, they might be not. Maybe next life, maybe next situation, next things. Okay? But that is the inner work to look from within. Okay? If your mom and dad didn't give you love, you didn't understand proper basic relationships, maybe when you were as a kid, now you're a grown up, you have this marriage thing, and you're like, this is not life. That's not the way it should be. There is something more higher for it, and you connect it to the divine. And the divine says, like, let me teach you on this, and brings you a twin flame or a soulmate, and it's something, it's a deep connection. And now within the deep connection is like, well, you're supposed to be acting like this, but you're not acting. And they're like, well, I never knew. And guess what? Go fix this. Okay? The twin flames comes in to triggers everything unhealed in you to be healed. So in order to have a proper relationship, and if the human basic behavior is not, and they gotta work on their human basic behaviors, or you have to work on your human basic behaviors for it. Maria, you're welcome back here. All right. Or they just stay in their ego and never want to accept responsibility for their actions. Margaret, person who does not take responsibility for their action. This is a people who never really grow up. They stuck as a kid somewhere, somehow, on some level as a kid. This is like the kid breaks the toy, and 10 is like, will you break the toy? And leave it go. They don't care. And some of the things is with the human basic relationship is lack of accountability. Okay, and you will see the lack of accountability. The lack of accountability is like you're teaching your kids early on accountability. It's like, hey, here's the $20, go to the store and buy a bread. So they come back, but they didn't just buy the bread. They bought some chocolates and stuff that they wanted it. And you're like, well, look at you. I sent you to buy a bread. I didn't send you to buy those chocolates. Okay, please be unaccountable. If you wanted the chocolates, I would have given you money for the chocolates, but you have to ask. And here's that accountability that comes in from with it. Okay? Or you send your kid to the store, they buy the bread, They comes back and they give you less money than the cost of the bread is. They kind of like pickpocketing like a buck or two for something that they want without telling you. Okay, this is the accountability. Accountability, it is about to be hold on for your actions of what they are for. Okay, and a lot of the twin flames, when it comes into accountabilities, they have issues of accountabilities. You ask him about something, and Ten is like, well, it is what it is. And you're like, should I have to accept that it is what it is because of love? Well, when our relationship moving forward, it's not going to work that way. And boom, there is a problems. More questions up here. So Margaret, yeah, if somebody can stand about their accountability, they need to grow up. They need to reevaluate themselves. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe if he needs to go get some professional help and figure it out. Why they don't have accountability? Maybe they fear accountability. Maybe as a kids they yell them so much and then they cannot comprehend this part of accountability. Okay. All right. Some any more questions, guys? Oh, Nick, thank you for being here. 3D unhealed masculine problems. A lot of the 3D unhealed masculine problems can be correlated to a lack of masculinity. That is from a father's side. So the father has to teach you, first of all, as a masculine energy, not how to be a macho man. First, have to make you how to be a macho man within your heart. Okay. I mean, go feed the birds. I mean, go grow up. Teach them the respect. Okay, men without respect, specifically towards the mother. Okay, if you're a masculine and you haven't seen like your dad is disrespecting your mother right in front of you, then you will have issues with this masculinity energies down the road. Or I mean, you as a father, if you see the kid is disrespecting his mother, right in front of you, you gotta really stepping up on this part, because later on that boy could be you, and you can be aggressive towards women. So you don't know where that came from. That came from because your mother allows you to disrespect her. There was lack of respect in there, and lack of masculinity don't give you the power of you to grow up properly. Okay, to lack of this masculine energy to stand up for yourself, to stand on the ground, to stood up for what you are made of for. Hi, beloved Empress. And this wounded masculine can be a lot of from rejecting of feminine energy. So, for example, if you are rejected so many times from feminine energy, you feel like they're rejected because they don't like something from within you. Maybe you are rejecting that rejections from your mother, then give you the love. Now it's affecting you and you're attracting people who also rejecting you. If you realize that the rejection of the mother is to make you self-independent, then you will understand that these females that they rejected you as a twin flames, maybe if your twin flame rejected you, it is like to make yourself independent. You to stand on your ground, you to rise up, you to grow up. Okay. Nick, very good questions, by the way, for it. There's a lot of the wounded masculine people who came and They have some, physical issues, physicalities. Uh, they have to learn how to love themselves. They have to man up. What I mean, man up, is learn to be independent, have their own independent place, have their own way of be making independent money. Don't be a codependent. One of the things that masculine has to teach you, that is the part of codependency. Okay, the learning within the masculine is to be learn to be self-independence. Back in the days, back into the tribe mode. Okay, the father will take his son out in the forest and will teach him how to uh, go fishing, for example, so provide food. Okay, or go to the forest, show how to get wood so they can have wood for a fire, or go and how to cut the bamboo or whatever it is to create a shelter. Okay, but nowadays we don't do that. I mean, how many of the kids, they know how to cut wood, or they know how to be a bricklayer, or lay concrete, for example, to build houses? How many? How many of the today's kids do you think they can be a self-independent? When this is your primary concern as parent. I mean, if you as a parent don't understand this, why do you expect your kids to understand this? So the gender identity crisis. Okay, within the United States, that is a lot of. I will be honest, Nick. You know me. Uh, Once in a while, there is things that are created, and identity, gender. They kind of like attached to what you are from within. For example, if you're masculine with feminine energy, you identify yourself as a woman, okay? Or if you are female with a masculine energy, you identify your things, okay? Well, what is this epidemic? Is created a toxic problems, and that toxic problems, it comes in from the single parents have broken homes. Yes, that's what it's created for. Okay, but it was created because the society that was built for a purpose, to be a toxic society. So you cannot open your eyes for the truth. It was created. It's the matrix. That's what it is. The society is a matrix that was created. So that way, when the people look at so many other issues, they don't look at it that they are unhappy. They don't live happy life, and some other people controls them. That was the whole purpose, and it's all over issues that has been created for. But you're right, Nick. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and um, I'm very happy that I'm seeing you here in the chat, and trying to find some time to talk with you, Nick. But dude, it's been crazy here. Um, Maria Richards. Okay. Any more questions, guys, that you have for? Kind of like I'm gonna have some cigarettes with you guys. So look from within, guys. Look from within. For me, it was very hard to digging up most of the stuff and uh, look from my unknown. Some of the people that I still in contact ever since I woke up as a twin flame, and they're keeping a touch base with me. That was like the first 5 people, 5, 6 people. We are just kind of like in contacts, and one of them, it's kind of like wakes me up and is like, "Dio, good morning. How are you? How the hell are you?" After all those years going on through the motions and through the energies and through these soul evolutions and through this everything, it was the one thing that I learned is don't be afraid of the dark unless it's getting too dark. That the darkness is kind of like coming in and burns your light for when the light comes down, and especially from an outside sources. Okay, but you never have to be afraid, because sometimes you will understand that whatever the dark and the light meets, okay, there is an opportunity for creation. All right, you need to understand when the dark earth that doesn't have nothing, when it meets the light of the seed put into the dark of the ground and meets the light of the sun, and here go, you have a growing up flowers. You need to understand it's the same thing from within you. But it's the same thing applies is when you are within a soul relationship and you meet this energy of unknown from with it. Okay, this energy from within you to light up for it. And I really would love you guys to uh, go with go within, deep from within, and shine light in there. See what you are made of. Look what you are made of. Understand why you are made the way you are made of. And then stand up on your feet and don't chase anymore, but go get your dreams. Go get what you are made for it. Go reach your destiny. Go do your things. Yeah. And then when you do it, you are an example for the next generations. That's all you can do. I mean, it can be example, but if you are an example within a toxic behavior who kind of like, you're a good person, and you think you're cool. No, man, you should talking crap, and you should go smoke a joint, and you can go ahead and drink all those energy drinks, and or let's go have a drinking party and having these parties, and that's cool, man. There's gonna be some people who's gonna look at it you, and they gonna pick it up that good side of you, and it's gonna be rough in the next few years. I ain't kidding. There's gonna be a lot of shift coming in, but this is one shift that if you do it from within you, you don't have to prove it to somebody else. No, if you do it to prove it to somebody else, or prove it to your twin flame, or prove it to a society, or prove it to anything else, no. Mm-mm. When you understand that you're doing this for yourself, all right, there is magic in there. Magic of self-love, self-worth, okay, independence. That's what you're looking for. All right. But if you chase and you depend and you codependency, you create all these obsessions, guess what? You're never going to reach that state. You're never going to open fully your gift that God gave you, because you don't know who you are, because you chase somebody else without paying attention to who you are. I say twin flame. Okay. There is a lot of stages of the twin flame, but the biggest stage of the twin flame is your illumination, your illumination process from within, self illumination, I would say. Okay, so that will be that self illumination, guys. Everything gets written from within. I mean, I say that before, that book you're looking for. Why are you looking for the book? You're looking for the book to copy and paste. Why you don't look the book that it was written from within you? God wrote it in there. The best book you will ever read is you. The best book that will ever read is what's written from within you. Why would you read something else? Why would you copy some information and paste it from within and you think you had it made? No, you hadn't made. You fake it till you make it, but not really. You didn't did the action of self-evaluation and self-illumination. You just know things. They're just like this. How about you self-illuminate it? You come to that point on your own. Now you're understanding everything in full for it. Sometimes this takes a few years of isolation to really get to know universe without distraction. Crawl girl, yes, takes isolation, but it could take 1 or 2 hours a day to do this. It may take you uh, even getaway weekend. You just go ahead and pack your bags and go meet other people and or travel for a long time or go out on vacation on your own for a week. Okay, you need to understand you have to allow yourself to get there. To me, I tell my ex-wife, I'm like, I need 3 days on my own. I'm going out of the hotel. I'm going to be 30 miles away from here, but I'm going to be in a hotel. Guess what the number of the room was? 111. 111. And there I understood a lot of things for me, for my own self, because I didn't pay attention about anything else, but I pay attention to me because I abandoned myself so I can satisfy everybody else's needs. But there was no needs and time for Dio because there's nobody give to Dio. Everybody took from Dio. Okay. Now I give because I understand what it's this within the giving. I'm a giver. Okay. But I expect you to be a giver as well as a soul connection. I have a lot of patience. I have a lot of understanding. I have a lot of knowing. Okay. But then the things at the end, you will understand. When you reach that 100% of love, there is some kind of magic in there. And that magic will help you. All right. Cooperate for is in control. Yeah. Cooperate. The cooperation is the biggest gift. But you know how many people understand cooperation? How many people understand this power of partnership combined with love and combined with God and let it go of the control and what happens into it and how this leads to this compel union, happiness, and joy? Not many. Because people loves to control things. Or people haven't fixed the problems and the problem leads to break away from all that cooperation. I'm with you on that, Crow Girl. Yeah. But guess what? We're here. We're happy. We're in the chat room and we're doing our things. And thank you for guys being here, by the way. We're doing our work together. You see, when you doing this brainstorming here in the chat room, that helps you, helps me, helps the society, and we're doing the right things. So that's what it is, and you should be congratulate yourself and send love to everybody. That's right, Christine. Well, If there is no more questions, guys, kind of like gonna turn it down, and then if there is some more questions, I'm ready to answer it in the next maybe 5-10 minutes. For oh, there you go. Love is everything. I will give you a lot of love now. There you go, guys. Thank you. I like to say thank you to you guys. Uh, Personal thank you because we're here, we're sharing, and we have this mutual love that it's unconditional love. The energy feels good, the things that feel good. I feel like if I don't do this chat one day, it's like part of me is gone. It's like missing. I get these things to be for more and more and more and more for it. And I like where we're going. And Crow Girl, yes, it is the best shot ever for us. And what's next is next will comes in. And here I want to tell you something important that was today comes up. Lately, I have a lot of downloads and I'm still unpacking them because there are too many. Imagine you have 100 presents and you're like, each one should I open? And you open one and it's like, okay, let me enjoy this, let me understand this. Then the next day you got to unwrap another one. But more, we need to let go of our own dependency for the world that man has created so we can come alive and live in the world that we create from our own illumination for the love we have for and from God. But yes, but we have to learn to be cooperated with all this. Okay, we have to learn to cooperate with this, and that's where comes in the personal relationship with God. I mean, all the religions, all the things is, I mean, even the Sufism, or if you're within the Star Wars, your connection with the Force, the mighty Force. Okay, they all talk about the same thing. They're all talking about the same exact thing. Different language, different things, but I mean, that's how it goes. We have different ways of telling the things of the society, okay? And that's how this is. And I'm totally agree with you. I'm on board with you on that bet. Thank you so much. So I was going to be talking about the power of the present. Okay, you build within the present. Okay, with understanding that what you're building now within the present will determine the future moment that will become the present. I mean, this was so deep from within me, so deep from within me, because a lot of us, we are focused on that future. But this, you building now in this present moment for the next present moment that just comes in. Okay? That is a powerful thing. If you were going to be able to understand this position for, I don't know if I can be able to repeat all this, what I just said. Okay, I have to, sometimes I am just speaking directly without realize some of the things from within me, channeling, okay? And sometimes it's like I'm amazed when I'm watching sometimes my videos and it's like, man, did I really say that? But you are who you are. when you're in this level of authenticity, sometimes you do these things and they just come out of you. You have no filters. And if you don't have a filters, that is one of the best things. That will tell you that you have no limitations. Limitations are different than having a boundaries. Okay, limitations is you limited yourself. Boundary is like you limitate others not to harm you. All right, let's be clear on that. All right, let's be clear on this. So that's what comes up. All right, guys. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's figure out what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. I will try to be at the same time, 4 p.m. And if you want to touch base with me or having a conversation over on the Facebook, or you need astrology reading, find me on the Facebook. Let me know, and I would love to be with you guys and having some one-on-one conversation. Nick, by the way, if you're still watching the video, I will go ahead and message you. All right. You everyone have a good one, and guys, be love and have a happy week.